Of course, folks, so welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys some general advice, some tips and tricks for helping start and own your own Bricklink store. I'm going to be telling you guys some of the mistakes I made when I was starting my own and what I have learnt while owning my Bricklink store, and yeah, hopefully I can give you guys some good advice. And of course, if you do have any advice yourself or any questions with owning or starting a Bricklink store, make sure to leave them in the comment section below or join the Discord, which we are helping each other out with Bricklink, Lego investing, Lego deals, etc. But yeah, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and we are so close to 1,500 subscribers, which is truly amazing. The support has been awesome. Thank you all so much, and a big shout out to the members on the channel as well. And yeah, let's get straight into the video, and I'll be telling you guys some of the general advice I've got to give you guys. Alright guys, so there are many reasons why people decided to start selling on Bricklink, and there are many reasons how people started selling on Bricklink and what their aims were. So for me, I just wanted to start by adding new pieces and use this by able to sell them and fund my hobby, and obviously show you guys my my progress of owning a Bricklink store. But lots of other people decide to start in many different ways. Lots of people like to sell their used Lego that they are basically selling from they've had since they were a kid, and they decide, you know what, instead of it just being sitting in a box doing nothing, I might as well sell it and get a bit of money for it to help me fund my Lego collection, etc., or just to get a bit of money. But one way lots of people like to start is by going to the pick-a-brick wall and buying just a bunch of random pieces. Like in here, you can see some lightsaber hilts here, some masonry bricks, all these different pieces, and they decide to just list these on their Bricklink and see how they do. And that's how lots of people like to get started with their Bricklink store. And it's also a good way to add a variety of pieces for a good amount of money, is by going to the Lego store and going to the pick-a-brick wall. But like for me, I started off with buying, new and used sets, and what's good is I could get the damaged boxes for a cheaper price and then just take the minifigure out and then sell those pieces. So that's what I would usually do at the start. See if you can try and get a reduced price for damaged boxes. Yeah, there are many ways you can start with Bricklink, and obviously with used pieces you want to focus on a lot of things, such as the condition. Are they yellow? Do you want to give details when you're selling used pieces? And you obviously should try and at least clean them. It doesn't take too long, the cleaning process. The main thing that takes the longest is drying them, and I have added used pieces into my Bricklink store. I showed the full process in a Bricklink store vlog, so if you want to check that out, I will leave it in the top right corner as well. But yeah, if you're focusing on adding used pieces, I would highly recommend cleaning them, checking all the colors and stuff. But the thing is, with used pieces, it will take a lot longer to add into your Bricklink store, because you've got to kind of manually add each of the different pieces, search them up, unless obviously it is a set and stuff. But if it's just a bunch of random bits of Lego, that can take a lot more time. That's why I decided to start off with the new pieces, but I decided to give it a go with the used pieces, and the used pieces have been doing well. I've sold quite a good amount of used pieces, which is great, obviously for a cheaper bit, but I mean, money is money. I can't complain. But yeah, that is how I started Bricklink, and how I think you guys could start, by just going to the pick-a-brick wall, and you can choose between adding a new or used amount of pieces. You can choose which one. But of course, there is a lot of competitivity with Bricklink. There are lots of Bricklink stores which are massive, but if you try and focus on getting that 100% positive feedback, that can really help you. So yeah, let's move on to the next clip. Alright guys, so one of the main pieces of advice I would give you guys for when you are looking to start a Bricklink store is that at the beginning of a Bricklink store, it is an investment. You can choose whether you want to do a massive Bricklink store and go try and make it a full-time thing for you, but at the beginning it is very hard to do that. You need a lot of pieces and a lot of lots to have a Bricklink store where you're making so much money and you're making really good amounts of profit. But for me, for my Bricklink store, I'm currently doing it as a little side hustle. I'm using it to fund my Lego hobby. I'm using it to fund my own collection, and all the money I'm getting from Bricklink is either going back into YouTube, the Bricklink store, or my own sets and collection, etc. But that's also a lot of reasons why people like to start a Bricklink store, is that you can help fund your hobby of Lego. And at the beginning with Bricklink, it is a big investment. You're obviously not going to be selling every single piece. You're going to have pieces in the long run for maybe even 1 or 2 or 3 years, because not everyone's going to buy every single piece in your store. So that's a common thing. And yeah, I would say have patience with Bricklink as well. You've got to make sure that you're not getting worried, oh, I'm not getting any orders. Like for me, sometimes I'm not getting any orders every week or so. I maybe get one a week or so at the moment. It's very quiet for me on Bricklink at the moment, but of course you've got to have patience. And for me, I'm just focusing on other things while I'm doing the Bricklink. I'm maybe focusing on my Lego investing or my own sets and collection, the minifigures, all of those different things. But of course, have a lot of patience with starting a Bricklink store, and make sure you know that you have to invest quite a good amount of money to get your Bricklink store started. You've obviously got to buy drawers, packaging materials, Lego pieces, etc. But yeah, it is an investment at the beginning. So guys, one bit of advice I want to give you guys is with the drawers. So when I started my Bricklink store, I was going to basically sort every single piece individually by a drawers. So I basically, like I did right here, with the smaller pieces, I would just separate them with a one of those dividers, and I would basically take up a lot of drawer space. And that was one of the main issues for me, because then I had to buy more drawers, and drawers are quite expensive, especially if you want good ones. They're around 30 to 25 pounds. So yeah, they are quite expensive. And then later on, not too long after, someone advised me in my video in one of my Bricklink store vlogs that you don't have to worry about that, because as long as you basically get all the pieces and you can find the pieces, you can just sort them out into drawers like this. And this has actually helped a lot with me saving money, because I haven't had to buy loads of drawers. And there are drawers in my Bricklink store where I could easily fit more pieces in. And this is basically just an easy little trick that you can do. There's no issue with mixing pieces together. I would kind of say try and at least mix other colors with them, so it at least is a bit easier. Like instead of having like all gray pieces in one drawer, at least maybe add some other colors so it's easier to find. But yeah, for saving drawer space, I would highly recommend doing that. I was told that early in my Bricklink store vlogs, and it has helped save a lot of money on buying drawers. So yeah, let's move on to the next trick. Alright guys, so another question I want to answer for you guys is, what part out value should you be looking for when starting your Bricklink store, and then what are you looking for later on? So for me, at the beginning of my Bricklink store, I was just kind of buying a bunch of sets. I didn't even look at the part out value, but then later on I realized it's actually very, very important. So what I did was at least aim for a 1.5 to 2 times part out value, because I was just focusing on adding pieces, because that is all I really wanted to do at the beginning. But I wanted to basically later on aim for at least the 3 times part out value if I can, but obviously those are very, very hard to find. And this is also another reason why you need to be finding these Lego deals. These Lego deals for helping you buy sets to part out is very, very important. It will mean you get more profit when you're parting out these sets. And just an example right here, this Lego set 60294, this Lego City stunt set. I have never parted out a stunt set in my store. So basically I got this set off Amazon for 50% off. And if you do want to find these kind of deals, make sure to join the Discord below, because we are helping each other out with Lego deals. And the part out value for this, for a 50% off set, is great. And this leads on to my next point. At the beginning, you want to be focusing on adding a variety of pieces first, and then upping your quantity of those pieces. So for me, I have never parted out a stunt set, but I've not got half of these lots in my store inventory, so it'll be great to add them. And also these minifigures as well. You can choose to part out just the minifigures, like the legs, the torso, the head, the hair pieces, the cool biker, all of these different things. It would be great to add into my store. So that is the main reason why I bought this stunt set. I mean, like even just like the ramp pieces, these can attract people to my store when they're just looking for the ramp pieces, and then they might see any other pieces in my store that I have. But a couple of themes I would recommend you starting with parting out on your Bricklink store when you are starting is Minecraft, the creator sets. They also do really, really well. And also some Lego dots. The Lego dots add those smaller pieces, which is also good to have in your store. And Also, try and get some CMFs as well. The CMFs to add some minifigures, and that's also why Minecraft is really good, because the Minecraft minifigures do really well. They sell out very quickly for me, which is, you know, very good. And also the Minecraft themes have very nice common pieces, so they'll be more likely to be bought. So yeah, I mean, with these stunt sets, they are good, but I would recommend, first of all, with starting a Bricklink store, aiming for around a 1.5 to 2 times part out value. It doesn't really matter at the beginning, because you obviously are just trying to add pieces into your store, but you want to at least get as much part out value as you can. So make sure to check the sets that you are buying, and also at the beginning focus on the amount of lots you are adding, and then upping the quantity of those lots. So yeah, let's move on to the next bit of advice. Alright guys, so these are now basically the easy business tips that pretty much everyone should know when starting a Bricklink store. So what you are going to try and do is get lots of grip seal bags, because grip seal bags are going to help you to separate the bigger pieces and the smaller pieces when you're packing orders, and especially when you're a smaller store when starting, it just helps these returning customers, because it makes it a lot easier for them when they get the order to obviously get the pieces all out. And when it's all clumped up in one grip seal bag, it can be quite a hassle. I mean, I've had that before, and it's not obviously the biggest issue, but I still prefer it all where the pieces are separated. And another bit is try and at least get a business card if you can, even if it's just writing on a piece of paper and saying, oh, it's from this store, here's your order number, and a thank you. This can help with returning customers. People like these small things. And another bit of advice with starting your Bricklink store, pretty much everyone should do this: keep your new and used pieces separated. It will make your life so much easier. Like for me, I've actually fully separated the drawers right here. So here's all my used pieces, and then all my new ones are right here. And it just makes my life a lot easier, especially when packing orders. And yeah, I understand that people won't have enough money to obviously buy multiple different drawers for different sections of used and new pieces, but if you want to make your life a bit easier, especially if you're looking for the long run as well, then I would highly recommend separating your new and used pieces. But main thing as well, get a variety of grip seal bags, even just write a little thank you note and the order number for your orders that you get. Especially as a small store, these little things will help you get returning customers, and also increase your chances of getting positive feedback, which is very key for starting a Bricklink store. Feedback is very important. I mean, for me, lots of the time I don't even care about the profile picture, the store name. All I look for is the feedback, and even if they have one negative feedback, that can make me go, should I actually buy from them? But yeah, focus on improving your feedback and getting as good feedback as you can. Make sure to always give your buyers feedback, especially once they've confirmed the order has arrived. And yeah, there's this couple of small bits of advice for your Bricklink store. Let's move on to the outro. Of course, folks, so I hope you guys did enjoy this type of video. I haven't done one of these types of videos before, and of course I'm not a financial advisor. I just want to give a quick PSA. These are my opinions and stuff. Take what you will of them, but yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy, and hopefully I've helped a couple of you guys with obviously starting your own Bricklink store. And if you do have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. And another big thing I would recommend is watching videos, series of people starting their own Bricklink stores. I obviously have a big one. I don't know what episode I'm on now, but yeah, we've been going for a long time. I started mine around, it's almost been a year now since I started my Bricklink store series, so it's crazy. But yeah, I would highly recommend watching videos and stuff for helping you get started on Bricklink. And yeah, hopefully you guys do start your Bricklink stores. If you do have any questions, make sure to join the Discord, and we'll be happy to help you out. There's a lot of sellers in the Discord that are willing to give as much advice as they can. And yeah, a big shout out to my members, a big shout out to Fives, Mark and Paul, and of course Rhys for being the first Jedi Master tier in the membership program on my channel, which is just truly amazing. Thank you all so much to my members. It is incredible. It is very motivating. It really makes my day. And of course, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, comment down below any tips, feedback, tricks, etc. you think I may have missed that, you know, would be helpful for other people. And yeah, make sure to turn that notification bell ready for the next video, which will actually be my birthday Lego set haul video, because obviously it's my birthday next Friday, so I'm actually going to be recording it the day before the video would usually come out. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I've hopefully got a lot of sets coming my way, hopefully, who knows, maybe a couple of Star Wars ones, the March releases. So yeah, very excited to do the video next week. And of course, thank you all so much for the support. Almost at 1,500 subscribers. It's truly amazing. I thought we were going going to hit 2,000 by the end of the year, and we're almost halfway there, and it's just March. It is just crazy. Thank you all so much for the support. The live streams have been doing well, the shorts have been doing well. Thank you all so much for the support, and yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening or night, whatever time zone you are in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, folks.